You ever just got fed up with like your dark marks and your discoloration and your ingrown hairs and you just want better for yourself? Well, you're in the right place.
Real hot girl shit.
Poppin' shit, but only cause you know you poppin'. You got it, girl, you got it.
Yeah, this video is going to be a self-care Sunday. You're going to save $50 because you're going to do a DIY sugar wax and you're going to realize that's the best thing you could have ever done. Period. Nothing else to say. So if you want to know how I did my own DIY sugar wax at home and my experience and how to get your coochie to look like the thumbnail, I got you. Everybody who may be wondering, okay, that is not my coochie in the thumbnail. That is not my punani square in the thumbnail. No, I got this picture from this girl's Instagram. I will leave it somewhere on the screen. But yeah, not mine, but that's the goal, and she's almost there. But that's our goal. That's why I put that there. I kept on seeing these videos about sugar wax. Now, I have been shaving ever since I was basically allowed to shave. Started to notice some things about my skin in certain areas that I did not like. Dark marks, ingrown hairs, or just any imperfections that you don't like. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just certain things you have to do to compensate for what your body needs. So I don't want anybody out there to think like, oh, I'm not perfect because I don't have this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There is nothing wrong with your body. There's nothing wrong with my body, but there was things that I didn't like. So don't be out here doing this for nobody else's benefit but your own. I just feel like everybody's so heavily reliant on a man's opinion, and you don't need it. You don't need it. We don't need them. This is a hot girl summer. So yeah, I've been watching videos on sugar waxing and I did my own. My point is, you don't have to go spend $50 to get it done. You could do it right here in the comfort of your own home by yourself. Hurt yourself. I'd rather hurt myself than somebody else hurt me. So this is perfect. So I'm gonna tell you guys my experience, what I used, and all the details so you can achieve this too. So we're gonna get right into this because y'all not gonna be out here being disappointed with that part of your body.
Not on my watch.
So I'm gonna start off with the things you're going to need before you actually get your sugar wax materials. So first, you're going to need a mason jar. This is just a regular mason jar. I got this from Michael's, and Michael's always has coupons, so definitely look on Retail Me Not. We're gonna calculate how much this project cost me, and I guarantee you, it is under $50. Honey, save your coins, okay? Go buy that bag you wanted. Go buy them shoes you wanted. The thing you're going to need is some baby powder. Now, make sure your baby powder says talc free. We do not need nobody catching ovarian cancer out here in these streets. I'm not about that life. You're not about that life. Make sure your powder says talc. You see that? Talc free. Talc is the ingredient that is causing ovarian cancer. Talc free. We don't want no cancer, okay? So this is the Burt's Bees baby dusting powder. Honestly, this is probably the most expensive thing that I brought. This was like $8.99. But I'm not getting cancer, so I'll spend $8.99 to know in the comfort of my brain that I'm not getting cancer. So baby powder. Then the next thing that you're going to need is some witch hazel. Witch hazel is an antiseptic. No, it's astringent. I'm making shit up. It is an astringent. This is what you're going to use after you finish getting her nice and clean and removing all that hair, just so no bacteria is allowed to enter your open pores. So you definitely want to pick some of this up. Well, I've seen people use alcohol, hydrogen peroxide. I honestly don't really know the difference between all three. They all do the same thing. Just like when you get a cut, you clean it with something it's the same kind of concept. So the next thing you're gonna need are some popsicle sticks. I got these from Target as well. These are what you're gonna need to spread that wax up on there and wax it on off. What I will say about the ones that I brought these, look at how many you get for $1 to $2. This is gonna last you a good amount of time, and the good thing about sugaring, you don't have to do it so often, so you're already winning. But anyway, I would recommend getting the bigger ones just so you could cover more surface area at a time. The last little supply, well, I'll talk about aftercare. I'm not really gonna show you guys that, but because everybody's preference may be different, you can do different things in that step. But this is a piece of muslin fabric that I just cut into these strips. This came in like a fabric quarter. It was like a little square of just a piece of fabric. See, this is the rest of the fabric that I didn't even use. And yeah, it comes in, it's called a fabric quarter, and this is muslin fabric. I will put it on the screen, but all I did was kind of measure out some pieces and then cut them. And the good thing that I like about these is that they're super easy to clean. Once you get hair and the sugar all up on here, I just let it sit in some soap and hot water, and literally they come clean. Like, you don't even have to put them in the washing machine. You can put them in the washing machine, but you literally don't have to, and they dry very quickly as well. So if you're, you know, doing some one day, doing some the next, because everybody's pain tolerance is different, then these bad boys will be dry the next day. Guys, so as far as what you will need to make your wax mixture, a half a cup of white sugar. Now, you can use white sugar, you can use brown sugar, turbinado sugar, which I don't even think I really know what that is, but you can use those 3 kinds of sugar. Me personally, I used white sugar and it worked. So all I could do is recommend what I did. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, it could be freshly squeezed lemon juice, or it can be store-bought lemon juice. I use store-bought lemon juice because that's what was in my refrigerator. And I actually used lime juice. I didn't have any lemon juice at the time, but I had lime juice and it worked exactly the same. So you can use lime juice as well, but the last time I did it, I used lemon juice, so I know that they both work. Or you can even use vinegar, you guys. So once again, this project is literally kitchen based. So you should have sugar, you should have white, brown, turbinado sugar in your house, and then you should have lemon juice and lime juice or vinegar in your house. So I'm not even gonna put prices for these things because you should already have them in your house. So I'm not gonna include this in the budget, but I'm pretty sure I can, and it still won't be $50. 2 tablespoons of water. That's the last ingredient. It is a natural resource, doesn't cost any money at all. Super dope, super inexpensive. Those are your 3 ingredients. That's all you need. I promise, I swear, I would not lie to you, and I'm not. Now here's the part that also a lot of people struggle with that have tried this, but I was not trying to make this difficult. I was trying to make this as easy as possible. So what I did was I mixed it up, put it in my mason jar, and then I popped this in the microwave. A lot of people cook this on the stove using thermometers. I'm good, okay? So what I did was I popped this in the microwave for 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Now, I know you're thinking like, girl, that's a really odd number. Like, what the heck? Okay, see, here's the part where I said that science is involved. So this has to reach a certain boiling point in order to be able to stay in waxing sugar form. So for me, the video I watched, she did it for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That gave me a starting point. But when I did it for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, it was a mess, okay? It was a mess. It wasn't ready yet. So I had to experiment, and that's how I knew with my microwave in my house, my time is 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I had to add an additional 20 seconds to my mixture to make sure that it reached that boiling point. It will start to do a color change. That is the science. It does a color change. Initially, it's basically clear. It will turn to like a honey color. It will turn a lighter yellow color before that, but that's when it's not ready. Take it from me, okay? When you put that on your skin, it is a mess. You want it to look like honey. And I let it sit and cool because y'all do not want to burn your coochie. Let it sit. Don't be so hyper that you don't let it sit. I would say don't let it sit for too long because you do want it to still kind of be warm, but let that bad boy sit. Okay, so boom, you have your supplies ready. You have sugar wax ready. So now you're prepping your body so you can start. I would highly suggest doing this on a clean body. You don't want bacteria getting in there. That's part of the reason why you already have all these issues going on. So you don't want that. And then once you're nice and clean, you're going to powder yourself down with powder. You want your down there to be dry, no sweat, no water, no oil, nothing. Also, for everybody out there wondering, I do have a high pain tolerance. When you're doing this, you have to decipher how much you can take, how much you can handle, how long you need to do this. I'm not gonna try to sit here and tell you that because I can't. I'm not you. Right, we're powdered down, powdered down, okay? We got our powder on. What I did was work from my inner thighs and move inward. That's literally what I did. Honestly, the most sensitive part for me was like my lips because that's honestly where I had the most hair. So I'm pretty sure that's why it hurt. We're gonna pretend that there's wax in here, okay? So you're gonna take your wax. You're gonna have to look and see which direction your hair is growing in. This is very important because if you don't do this, the hair is not gonna come out. Arm hair grows down like this. But if I was applying this wax, I would push upward against the way it grows. And then I would take my handy dandy wax strips, apply that the same way I applied the wax, hold my skin tight. It's very important that you hold your skin tight so you don't bruise yourself. That's gonna make your situation even worse, sis. Don't bruise yourself. So you want to hold your skin tight and then rip down. Don't be a pussy when you do this step either. You have to rip it off one shot, otherwise I promise you it will hurt more. Alright, one thing you should know about your sugar wax as it sits there while you're doing the process, because it's gonna take you some time to get through all the different sections of your punani square, it will begin to kind of turn into like taffy, and you'll be able to like pull it and stretch it. You'll be able to see that like you're not really able to pick it up and just smooth it anymore. At that point, you can just use the wax itself. You don't need a strip at that point. You honestly can skip this step and save some even more coins and just use the wax itself to just smooth it on and then pull it back off, and it will work. I promise you it will work. I've done that too by accident, but it worked. So that for your whole punani square down there, and you're gonna just make sure she's how you want her. You can leave your little landing strip, your little triangle, however you like her. That is what you can do because you have the freedom to do it. After everything is done, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in with your witch hazel, okay? This is going to help you close your pores, make sure no bacteria or anything gets down there, and you're going to leave that, okay? Now, what I did afterwards, I used vitamin E and cocoa butter. On a daily basis, I do exfoliate down there. This is the exfoliator that I use. It's the St. Ives Radiant Skin Scrub. It is a very gentle exfoliator, so I don't want nothing abrasive down there. I just want something to remove the dead skin so I don't get those ingrown hairs and I don't have any future problems. They also have a oatmeal one that is even milder than this. So what we have to understand, if you're watching this and you're a black woman, when we irritate our skin, we cause discoloration. Okay, so shaving causes discoloration. It may not look bad, but you personally might not like it. Like I personally did not like it. And it's very easy to fix. You just have to take care of that area of your skin just like you would take care of any other area of your skin. You'll see results. If you guys have any questions at all, I'll be happy to answer them. But as for me, this was a great experience. I'm so happy that I did this. I never spent $50 at the European Wax Center, just to name one wax center that I would go to, because your first wax is free. I haven't even gotten that first wax yet. And now I don't think I'm going. I have to say this because some people just take things way too far, but none of these products should enter your punani square. Okay? None of these products should enter your punani square. Dealing with the top and her little outer purse, her little lips, okay? We're not dealing with inside. That's when you start to have problems. Don't put anything up there, please. That is my experience with sugar waxing. Honestly, I would 10 out of 10 recommend. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it hurt? I would say for me, it was about a 3. It wasn't that bad. Like I said, I had more hairs in some areas than others, but as you do this more, you'll obviously get used to the way it feels, and also your hair will begin to thin out, so you won't have to do it as often. Honestly, I haven't had to do it, and I can't even remember when's the last time I did it. We're gonna calculate how much money we approximately spent on this project, and I definitely think you guys should try it. If you do try it, definitely let me know, and we can have a combo down below as a nation in the description box. But as always, I thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.